Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, baby.
Good morning, Daddy.
This week's my little baby girl's waving at me. Mama's clipping her nails. She gets some really sharp nails for being a tiny human. I mean, you all saw how tiny she is in that last one, but she'll claw your face off with those things. That's not an exaggeration. We've both gotten little scratches from her. I was amazed at how hard little tiny human nails can be, considering how little hair she has. Although she is getting her fuzzies in. It's kind of adorable. Any of you who follow Rain's journey have probably already seen that. That we are very, very affectionately adoring her hair. It's adorable. We did applesauce with her today. She did not like it. Rainy, at least right now, is not a fan of the applesauce. As you might notice, the camera's a little different because we're still yet to get a microwave stand for this bad boy yet. So we just kind of put it on the table for now. We'll probably get one this Friday. Yeah, sorry. My days run together these days. And I've been oversleeping quite a bit. That's something that's new, actually. Normally, I'm the one who is up at 4 in the morning to do her feeding and her diaper change, that kind of thing. But the thing about it is even if you get up at 4 in the morning to do it, because she's a G-tube baby, it's not like you're holding her and bottle feeding her at night. You wouldn't want to wake her up. So you do it through the G-tube. It's called gavaging. And it's done through a feeding pump. So it's not like, hey, cool, I've hooked her up, I can go back to sleep. No, you're actually supposed to stay awake for about an hour while it does it, and then go back and actually disconnect it, put her back to bed, all that good stuff. Lately, I've either outright slept through her 4 a.m. feeding, which thankfully Babe has not, or I've slept through the second part, where you disconnect it and all that good stuff. It's surprising because I don't do half the work Carrie does. Carrie, she does, I would say, 70% of everything to do with Baby. Even when I try I tried yesterday to to give her a day off. I don't know her schedule. I don't know what she needs. I'm as helpless as Rainy when it comes to getting her taken care of. So poor Mama still had to ask for just about everything. No matter how hard I was trying to actually make sure she didn't have to. But it all worked out. I'm going to try to get a better handle on that whole schedule thing so that I can give her a legit day off to where she can just relax and, I'll take care of little. I just got to get the schedule. I'll probably end up writing it down. That's how I handle everything. If I don't know it, I'll write it down in a list form or write myself a note, something like that. Any of you have that kind of problem where you can't remember things in like a specific order unless you write it down? It's annoying, isn't it? Hey, Mommy managed to clip all of her nails with no nips. It's actually really surprisingly easy to accidentally nip a finger when they're tiny like that. We didn't really realize that until until we had her. Their fingers are so microscopic. Well, not microscopic, you get the idea. It's so easy to accidentally clip the tip of their finger or clip too deep. Oh, it becomes a, pardon the pun, nail-biting experience to clip their nails. But Mommy just successfully got it. I think that's the second time she's actually gotten it successfully without any nips whatsoever on the fingers. Which I'm sure baby Rainy appreciates. Because she's a bleeder. That little girl, you nip her just a little bit. And I hope you needed a blood draw, because you could just sit here and hold her little fingertip over, your blood draw. She bleeds a lot. She's a healthy little girl. Currently, she's being a fussy. She's supposed to be napping right now, but she's like, nope, no naps for me. Well, not supposed to be. Let me rephrase that. It's not like she has to nap right now. It's just usually after feeding, she'll kind of KO for a while. Not right now, though. I see her over there just wiggling around. Huh, baby? Yeah. That little girl smiles more than any baby I've ever seen. I know every parent says that. They're like, oh, my baby's the cutest. My baby's just... You know what? My baby smiles the most. And for all that she's been through. And to put in perspective, I've told you her conditions before, but I haven't told you the stuff she's been through. When she was teeny tiny, and I'm talking like this big, her bones were less than pencil leads in a lot of cases. So she's had her bones broken multiple times. She's been on harder drugs than I've ever been on. She's been on morphine. What's the other one? Fentanyl, and then the methadone to bring her off of that. And to put that in perspective, I've had morphine and Ativan. So, that little girl has been through the ringer, and she still smiles. For all the pain she's gone through, all the discomfort that her little trach causes her. And it really does. We discovered that yesterday, as a matter of fact. We have to do trach changes. And it's a very scary process if you've never done it before, because you're basically taking the tube out of her throat and then putting the new one in. It doesn't sound scary from a perspective of someone who's never done it before, but when that's your little baby, and that's her only source of oxygen, at least so we thought, that's terrifying. That is scary as hell to do that. Scary as HE double hockey sticks. Trying to work on the language. Fudge pops and all the other substitutions. Trying to work on being a good role model. And I laughed at that the other day because I'm like, I am not a good role model. I wouldn't want my little one to look up to me right now, so I'm actually trying to work out habits. For those of you who don't know, I don't smile because my teeth are gone in the majority. I have no shame about telling people about that. Yeah, probably just freaked a lot of you out. But that's because I went over the hood of a car when I was younger. If this is the pavement, my jaw kind of like that. Shattered the upper plate of my jaw right here, and a lot of my teeth are decaying, but not from the bottom. From the bottom, they look perfectly fine, but below the gum line, they're just decaying downwards because a lot of fluid got in there, a lot of blood, and it wasn't like they could really do much about it. Dentist, told me I'd be in dentures by the time I was 40, but I think I'm going to beat them on that because I am now 32 and I'm still not in dentures. I will be in a partial, I guarantee you that much. But getting back on point there, I started brushing my teeth, even though it's pointless. I want to be very clear on that. With my tooth condition, you could brush your teeth every day, you could mouthwash, you could floss, my teeth will still be falling out. It's a consequence of what happened. But I want her to see that, and be like, that's something you should do. So that's a habit I developed. Still gotta get rid of the smoking habit before she has a memory, or do something about it. I don't know what. That is ridiculously hard to kick. I kicked it once, and I should have stayed kicked. But man, stress will do messed up things to you. I'm telling you what. I'll work on it though. We're probably gonna go to vaping, and then I can probably just wean out from there. Hopefully, at least I hope so. That's the plan right now. I'm gonna start trying to eat right again. I've already cut out most super greasy foods. There are exceptions because we still love our fast food. I'm not gonna lie. I can't lie. We do love ourselves some Burger King every now and then, but I'm trying to eat more healthy here. Babe is excellent at cooking healthy meals and making them taste good too. That's remarkably important. You could eat healthy chicken every day, but if it tastes like crap, you're gonna last a couple weeks, maybe a month, and then you're gonna be like, F this, and you're just gonna quit, doing it. But she makes good stuff. She makes it taste good without making it like super greasy or fattening or anything like that. Baby butt! She's over there getting changed. So yeah, that's in the works. Right now we're currently, the house is not devoid of food. That would be a lie. But we are starting to run low on food, so this whole budgeting thing has been a bit of a challenge because essentially I'm paying for, all the bills here, our furniture bill, and I'm still paying some bills downstairs as well, like the internet and mom's cable, paying bills for Carrie's mom as well, while we try to get her set up again. We thought she was going to be moving in with us, but I don't know what happened to that. I guess she is comfortable where she's at, so I was like, cool. Not that we wouldn't want her here. It's just we're very private people. I don't know how many people like actually realize that we don't have guests very often. We tend to keep to ourselves. We tend not be super outgoing, except online. I do a lot of stuff online. I actually just got back into World of Tanks. For any of you gamers out there, it's a really fun game. I'm going to be getting back into World of Warcraft. I know, the life killer, but I'm really interested in the new Legion expansion. It's kind of got my attention. I want to check it out. I predict 6 months and I'll quit again because WoW is losing its staying power. For anybody who's ever played it, it gets stale after a while. They're rehashing the same content with different storylines, which is that stays cool for a while, but eventually you're just like, I've seen this before. I don't want to see it again. And that's kind of where I got with Mist of Pandaria. It was very samey same. They ripped off a lot of other franchises such as Pokemon. Obviously the obvious one, Kung Fu Panda. Everyone would every diehard World of Warcraft fan was like, no, it's totally different. I'm like, no, dude, it's a panda who does kung fu. Come on now. And then the Pokemon battles, they're pet battles. Okay, I wonder what that sounds like. Anyways, and then they came out with Warlords of Draenor, and it just looked boring. The cinematic looked good, but I watch a lot of YouTubers and live streamers who play World of Warcraft, and it just looked the same as before. And they were touting that they were bringing back, the days of Burning Crusade, where heroics, or mythics as they're called now, are really challenging. And then within a week, everyone was downing them, and I was just like, I don't see the challenge. But it's been that way for every expansion. I even remember Mist of Pandaria. For a little while, it was challenging to do heroics. And then as you outgear the heroics, it's just like, meh. So we'll see how it goes with Legion. A lot of the storyline content does have my attention because Burning Crusade was my favorite expansion. Very close second was Wrath of the Lich King. Wrath was my favorite for a long time until I read some of the books and I actually delved into the lore. And Burning Crusade, it's where it all starts. For those of you who know the lore, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, that's kind of one of the things that's becoming a thing here. Soon, probably this upcoming Friday. I just actually unlocked my account and got my password reset and all that good stuff. I'll be ordering the authenticator Friday and getting everything ready to go again. But as of right now, that's pretty much everything that's been going on. I beat the... I discussed that last time. I beat the Uncharted series. I'm actually very casually going through it right now and collecting all the treasures and yada yada yada. Just stuff to take the edge off the boredom. I've actually gotten back into drawing pretty more heavily. Like last time I touched on it, that I was doing that again. It actually is something I'm enjoying again. Along with taking pictures of my baby girl, which anybody who watches my Facebook or Range Journey knows that me and her mother absolutely adore taking pictures of her. We're talking about, adventures coming up soon. Not soon, but within this summer. I want to go down to Carlsbad Caverns and take pictures. I want to go down to White Sands. Anybody who's familiar with New Mexico knows White Sands is actually a missile range. At least a part of it is. But it's really beautiful white dunes. It looks like snow, except you got yucca plants growing right out of the snow. Which is very, very cool. Very awesome. I want to go up to Taos Gorge and take pictures. I want to go back to Las Vegas, New Mexico and go up the mountain. There's awesome pictures to be had there. I had pictures of that place once. I don't know whatever happened to them. And it was really sad because it was one of the very, very rare times I went on a hike and I made it. 10-mile hike, got up to the top of Hermit's Peak and got some awesome pictures from up there. No idea what happened to them. I've checked my physical, old school photos and nothing anymore. But I'll make new ones. I'm going to start out actually printing pictures here very soon, probably this paycheck as a matter of fact. I want to get a couple pictures of Rainey printed out and framed so we can put it next to our little family pictures up here and start, doing our little family photos and stuff like that. Go out to museums and take pictures and go out to Old Town. That's actually one of the things we're hoping to do soon. It's just intimidating because it's a lot of work to take this little girl anywhere. You might not think it, but she's got her ventilator. She has her pulse oximeter. Both of those, have to go there. Both of those are tied to her with cords. They only have a certain amount of battery life. You can't stay out all day like you would like to, in a normal situation. So you have to be mindful of like a scheduled time and everything. And then there's, emergencies, emergency procedures, what happens. So it's very intimidating to actually go out with her nowadays. But we're going to do it. We can't be homebodies forever, even though, if you ask me, I'd like to be. Well, anyways, that's about all for this week. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments down below or on Facebook when I post the video. If you have any comments on the discussion, go ahead. Anyways, thanks for watching.